Putin has now rejected the immediate ceasefire because he says it'll give Ukraine time to mobilize and resupply. Right, Putin saying he will only accept a ceasefire that cuts off all aid to Ukraine and prohibits Ukraine from training and mobilizing troops. Unless something drastically changes, the war is going to continue. Zelensky is saying Putin is laying the groundwork to reject the ceasefire. Right, Ukraine has laid out their red line for peace negotiations. They say there can be no restrictions on the size of their military and no prohibition on Ukraine's participation in the EU and NATO. With Ukraine also saying they won't give territorial concessions to Russia. And this is Trump says that he hopes Russia does the right thing. And actually now, breaking news, the US has placed more sanctions on Russian oil, gas, and bank. And this is they've also decided to transfer ground-launched bombs to Ukraine, reversing the defense munitions only rule they put in place 2 days ago. And this also is you had a Russian diplomat saying that Putin believes that Trump is far more concerned about a peace deal than about Ukraine, meaning he believes that he can get Trump to force Ukraine to surrender and take a terrible peace deal. Though all of this, as Europe doesn't appear to be playing around anymore with them preparing a rapid strike coalition. Some saying this is so if Putin accepts a ceasefire and then eventually breaks it, this coalition will respond to beat back the Russians. With the French wanting a force that includes heavy weaponry that can be rushed to the front lines within hours to attack back at the Russians. And this, as a Western official said that the coalition could conduct direct and immediate strikes on Russian assets in the event of a violation. And all Europe would be asking of the US is to guard their backend so that the US would be there to block things from escalating too far, such as a Russian invasion of the Baltics. But for now, we're gonna have to wait to see how this actually plays out, so follow to stay in the loop.